Hi, friends. Hi, this is Marina Shepelsky, and this is our weekly show live on YouTube and on Facebook, where we discuss the week's news, immigration news, what's going on with U.S. immigration, and I answer your questions live in this show. I hope everybody had a good week. I spent last week getting married. I traveled to Florida. The wedding was there. So I had a really busy week and I skipped last week's show, but this week I'm with you guys. And I hope that you guys can connect and you can ask your questions. I'm just going to give a few more minutes so people can start watching. I'm seeing that nobody is watching right now, so I'm just going to give a couple of minutes here. Let's talk about the news this week. Okay, first of all, USCIS created this amazing new program called Ambassadors of U.S. Citizenship, and they basically, they appointed a few people in different states who work in big nonprofit organizations, and those people are now representing USCIS in the communities and getting people to become U.S. citizens. So like a lot of green card holders who live here are still just green card holders. They're not U.S. citizens. And that means that many of them are eligible. They can become citizens. They just don't want to do it for various reasons. So these ambassadors, and I'm going to just open here on the side, I'm going to read you some of their names. It's really a very new program, and it's even funny how they named it. They called it Ambassador Initiative, right? And so some of these people in the state of Texas is Magdalena Alvarado, the president of a big nonprofit organization there. Abdirizak Bihi, executive director of a Somali Education and Social Advocacy Center in Minneapolis. So they want to reach out to the Somali community. Miriam Mezadieu, Chief Operating Officer of the Catholic Legal Services in Miami. That is a huge organization, huge. Catholic Legal Services is an organization that they provide free legal services to immigrants, and they select who to work with. Usually it's low income, poor immigrants. And so these are the people that were appointed. Nam Lak Nguyen, former director of Immigration and Refugee Department for Catholic Charities, another Catholic organization in LA, in Los Angeles. Margarita Rocha, executive director for Centro La Familia Advocacy Services. So the Center for Family Advocacy Services in California, in Central Valley. Louis Shepard, community leader in Boston. Dr. Mara Vaughn, professor of the University of North Texas. This is also Texas. And in California, Pao Yang. Interestingly, nobody in New York or New Jersey, but these people will be working on a voluntary, unpaid basis and coordinate with USCIS at the local level to promote and encourage people in the community who have green cards to apply for U.S. citizenship. So this is really cool, and I love this, and this is good news. Another new thing that happened this week is that people from Ukraine have more time now, 90 days total, to complete their medical screening and vaccine after arrival. News about the immigrant investor program. USCIS, first of all, made new forms for the immigrant investor program for the EB-5 Reform and Integrity Act. So there were some updates. To the investor program this year. They made like some updates to the law. So they updated the form I-526. It's a special form for people who are investing $500,000 or more into the U.S. immigration system. They updated the instructions, and they updated the form I-526E immigrant petition for the investors. So if you guys have any of those needs, make sure you use the new forms, because they only will accept the new forms starting July 12th. The new fee is there. It's higher now. And if you have that kind of a case, give us a call. We work with these cases a lot, and we'll be happy to work with you as well. Says Kelly, good morning. Hi, Kelly. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you for watching today. All right, so let's keep going with immigration news this week. What's going on? What else? I had some stuff prepared for you guys. Venezuela got their TPS extended. So anybody that has temporary protected status from Venezuela, that was extended. I want to say just a couple of words about TPS, right? TPS is a special temporary status, but you know, people always say there's nothing more permanent than something temporary. A lot of countries are on the list now, a lot more now than before. Let me read to you the list of countries that are on TPS list. It's Afghanistan, it's Burma, Myanmar, Cameroon in Africa, El Salvador, Haiti, Honduras, Nepal in Asia, Nicaragua, Central America, Syria, Somalia in Africa, Sudan, South Sudan, those are two different countries, Ukraine now, my country where I'm from, Venezuela and Yemen. So this list has expanded a little bit, and now all these countries on the list, most of them, you know, the status gets extended and renewed, extended and renewed. So if you're from any of these countries and you don't have a TPS yet, or yours expired, give us a call. We can help you renew it. We can file it from scratch, like we're filing for a lot of people from Ukraine right now, because they're new on the list, and Cameroon, because they're totally new on the list. So you can definitely give us a call and we can help you with that. What else did I want to mention? You know, something has changed in the Vawa process, and we do a lot of Vawa work. So I'm going to tell you that since there's some change, I want to tell you first, since you are our viewers and my clients. The Vawa process, we used to be able to send to USCIS documents in parts without waiting for the request for evidence. But they started to return some of these packages to us, because I think they really are trying to get rid of the backlogs, the huge delays, including for VAWA. And unless they ask for something and we send them letters, they're not accepting them right now, believe it or not. So that's the deal with VAWA. What is VAWA? Maybe you've never heard of it. Let me tell you a little bit, because this is one of our major case types. VAWA is short for Violence Against Women Act. This is a law that actually our president, Joe Biden, when he was a senator back in the day, right? When he was a senator back in the day, he sponsored this law along with another senator. And it became a law to protect women in the United States, not just immigrants, but immigrants are included as a group, from abuse. Of course, this is a free country and we don't discriminate. This law applies to men and women. As a matter of fact, a lot of our clients are men. So men get abused in marriages to U.S. Citizens or green card holders too. So we apply this law that allows an immigrant who's abused to file for themselves. It's a self-petition, and get a green card and a work permit to men and women who are married, or even if you have a child who is a U.S. citizen over 21 and abuses you, treats you bad, you have a bad relationship with them, this will work for you. Or even if you are a stepchild of a U.S. citizen, like your mom or dad is married to the citizen and they treat you badly, we can help with that as well. So these are all the categories that VAWA, this law, helps. There's a form I-360 self-petition that we file for our clients, and a lot of times we file for the green card, the adjustment of status, I-485, and the work permit, and the travel document application, all in one package, and we submit it to USCIS for VAWA cases. We've had cases where there's an interview next week or even this week, and we freeze the case, we file the VAWA, and we switch the case from based on the marriage, the green card to marriage, to the abuse case VAWA. For VAWA, you have to prove three main things. Number one, that there was a marriage. This was real. This was a real relationship. It wasn't just for a green card. Number two, there was abuse in this relationship. The spouse treated the immigrant badly. So whether they have a green card or they're a U.S. citizen, the other spouse, the sponsor spouse, treated badly the immigrant. And the third, good moral character. No arrests. Maybe the immigrant self-petitioner, they're like volunteering, doing good things in the community. People like that are definitely someone that wins VAWA. So we prove all these three things. So now we try to put the whole thing together. We do a story with you, we work on your story, and we have a great detailed questionnaire that helps you write your story for this abuse. We work on that with you. We work on collecting all the paperwork to support your case with you. We write our attorney brief. We get your psychologist, and we highly recommend that you see a psychologist. We insist that you see a psychologist in your area, maybe somebody you pick or we can recommend to you. You see them for an evaluation, but also if you would like, and we insist that you do, you see them for therapy. Mrs. Imran says, good morning. Good morning, and thank you for watching. So these are the things that we do for your VAWA case. We get it all together and we submit it. Right now, the processing time for VAWA is 26 months. So it's a little more than 2 years. And remember, you have to add another 6 to 9 months approximately to that to get the green card. Because once the VAWA is approved, the case is sent, mailed from the Vermont Service Center to your local field office. Like if you live in Queens, it goes to the Queens field office. If you live in Florida, you could go to the Miami field office or Tampa field office. They review your file. They will request from you an updated medical exam or whatever else you have to do. And only then you get a green card. So that means about 2.5 years for VAWA, add another 8 to 9 months sometimes for the green card. So there you go. The dream is saying, my viewer who watches me every week, and thank you so much. Congratulations on my wedding and good morning. Thank you so much. Good morning to you too. So I'm going to finish talking about VAWA because I feel like I already said a lot about it. And if you guys have questions, I can start answering them. I have some questions from Facebook while you guys are posting in the comments your questions here. So I had one guy ask, can he travel when he files for VAWA, right? So let me talk about that for a minute. When you file for VAWA, a lot of times we file in the package your application for green card and work permit and advance parole. You cannot leave the United States and come back if you're waiting for a green card and VAWA without that advanced parole. You're eligible for advanced parole in most cases. When are you not eligible? In other words, when would we tell you not to apply for advanced parole? If you already have an order of deportation, you can file for VAWA and we'll get you a green card. But you cannot leave until you have a green card because you have to get that order of deportation out from your case first. If you are deported and you leave, they're not going to let you back and they will not give you an advance parole. If you have major crimes, also, I wouldn't leave with an advance parole, even if you have it. It's just very difficult and there's a chance you might not come back. Everyone else that doesn't have these, criminal problems, that doesn't have an order of deportation, everyone else is eligible to get the advance parole, and you absolutely, while you're waiting the 26 months for VAWA to be approved, leave and come back to the United States. Now, This is not meant for you to go like on vacations every 2 months. But if you have family you haven't seen in a long time, this is your chance. Use your advance parole and go ahead and travel. Mrs. Imran has a question. She says, I came on a visit visa, B1, B2, and I was married, but my ID and passport said single. So I filled my application as single, and my master hearing for asylum is in September, but looking to get a green card for marriage. And my husband is waiting for an interview to become a citizen. So I guess the question is what to do. Okay, so I would submit to the judge who is looking over your case, your paperwork to show you're married to a U.S. citizen. I also would file alone one form, I-130 petition, because even if you're married to a green card holder, that your husband is married, right? This is Mrs. Imran. You're married to a green card holder. You can file the I-130 petition just like that, married to a green card holder, category F2A, with proof that you're married and the receipt notice for the I-130 and the letter for your husband that he's waiting to be scheduled for his citizenship interview. You make a motion, you write to the judge in your asylum case to immigration court, and you ask them to adjourn, reschedule your court date to allow you a chance for him to become a citizen, which is not going to take that long, maybe another 5-6 months, for your petition to become the kind of petition where you immediately can file the green card, file for the green card, and then ask the court to finish out your deportation case. Because if your husband is a citizen and you just have to pass the interview, you're going to be able to get a green card through him. So perhaps the court will allow you to completely close out your immigration deportation case, pass your green card interview with the service, USCIS, and get the green card that way. That's what I would do. It's a multi-step process. I said it fast, but there's multi-steps involved. I recommend you give us a call. My phone number is on the bottom of the screen. We can have a consultation. Anybody in our team can explain this to you. And then you can do this, and we'll be happy to help you, and you'll get your green card that way. Red Tango says, good morning. Could I possibly qualify for VAWA if I have 2 possession of marijuana convictions? I would say yes. I would say we have a chance and we can do it. Give us a call. Phone number on the bottom of the screen, 718-769-6352. Kursun Dodoshi saying, anything new for VAWA cases? Any updates for wait times? Look, I'm going to check while I'm talking to you guys. And this is how you can check. USCIS processing times. That's what you have to put in. Processing times. The American way is processing time. Some people say processing time. And you go to check case processing times right on the USCIS website. You find the I-360. You select the category VAWA and Vermont Service Center. And then you click on get processing time. As I said, it hasn't changed. Right now it's 26 months. 2 years and 2 months, approximately. Approximately 2 years and 2 months if you have a VAWA case. All right. I answered that. The question from Mrs. Imran, to add to the case where I talked about, will it be an issue that I was married and my paperwork said single? Will it be an issue? You can still fix your paperwork. You can still amend it. Oh, she's saying her I-130 was approved. Okay, that's very good. So you could just fix all this by amending whatever forms you had, ask the court to wait for your husband to become a citizen, and get your green card that way. Kelly wants to know about the new VAWA process. Basically, now we're going to do VAWA a little differently. We're going to set everything up to be sent, most of the documents, right in the beginning. If there's no rush and it's not an emergency, we're going to wait to collect the psychologist's report and all the evidence and only then send it in, unless it's an emergency. We used to just send things in parts. Okay, I said this one. So 26 months, Mr. Dodoshi, 26 months. Red Tango saying one arrest he had was from 2004. These are old. I think you have a really good chance, and it's less than 50 grams for personal use. I think we can help you. Okay, I did this one. Okay, Delano is asking, he's saying, congratulations, do you have a team in Tennessee? We work in our office with people from Tennessee. We don't need to have a local team because immigration law is the same for all the states, more or less. It's federal. The forms are the same. So you can call us. Don't worry. We will work with you like this remotely. You'll see us. We'll collect all the papers from you. We can work with you even if you're in Tennessee. Mani Kumar saying, good morning, Marina. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, this person says, please help me. I belong to a big political family from Libya. I'm living in Europe for 5 years and they don't want to protect me. So if you want to come here and apply for asylum, we can help you. But you need to come here first. Otherwise, you have to ask for asylum by filing overseas. That's another way to do it, but it's going to be a long time. It's going to be like 3 or 4 years. De Kaiser says, I went for my interview in January this year. I only have my authorization and still waiting for my green card. Is there anything to worry about? I assume this is a marriage interview, green card interview. You don't have anything to worry about. They're delayed, but you should start emailing them and writing inquiries about your case. It's been too long. You shouldn't have to wait this long. Mani Kumar says, my Vawa I-765 has been filed for 351 days. When can I expect my work permit? Soon. Now, there's Vawas that we file a green card for. If we file a green card application, I-485, you should expect your work permit soon. If we only file the Vawa alone for you, for example, if only the I-360 Vawa was filed, then that work permit will wait until the Vawa is approved, because that's only based on an approved Vawa, not pending one. That means if we did file I-485 for you, or you have an I-485 in the works processed, that work permit will come much faster. If you only can be eligible to do Vawa alone, that takes longer. Then you have to wait for the Vawa to be approved. Sam Viss says, my I-360 case applied from abroad was expedited and approved in 6 months. That's wonderful. Will the same expedite process be carried out for I-824 and then VC as well? Or should I make a separate expedite request? You should make a separate new expedite request. Please don't forget to do that as soon as possible. TD, hi, Miss Marina. Please, before I married, I applied P1 visa. After a while, they denied. Now I applied for a green card through marriage and applied for a travel document. I already did biometrics. Now they're scared to travel. Are they okay? If you came with a visa to the United States, the fact that you applied for the P1 and they denied you isn't going to be anything bad, unless there was like some fraud involved, right? So the fact, if you came with a visa and you now have a marriage green card case, you can file for the advanced parole and you should not have to worry. The only time people worry when traveling with advanced parole is if you have an old deportation, if you have crimes, or there's some accusations of fraud in your case. Just the fact that you wanted a P1 visa and they denied you, that doesn't mean they're not going to let you back into the United States. Don't worry. How can I come here because they take my passport and I cannot go to the Libya embassy? I don't know. It's really, that's a situation that I don't know how to solve. I'm sorry. Hey, is the PD request still working? Yes, absolutely. PD are still working. I understand he's asking about getting the passport from Libya and that he can't get a new passport. What to do? I don't know. I have this question a lot, even for people here. Their passport expires. They have asylum pending. They don't want their home country to know where they are, and they're afraid to ask. I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry. Okay. So I have all the questions here right now. Do you guys have any new questions? Feel free to post. PD requests are still being approved. What is PD? Maybe you will ask me. So PD is short for prosecutorial discretion. When the government is shown that your type of case is not something that should be a priority, like first in line for deportation. You don't have crimes. Maybe you have a child who's soon going to become a citizen and file for you. You're married to a U.S. citizen. There are many reasons why people are eligible to just have their removal case. PD means they will agree to freeze it, to administratively close it for now, right? So that it's not constantly on the calendar every few months coming up for hearings. That's still in the works. Trump did away with it. Biden brought it back. They've always had it. The government attorneys always have the discretion to deport and keep the case moving and keep for deportation, or to freeze it, to administratively close it. That's called prosecutorial discretion. That's very much active right now. In fact, a lot of times we're getting calls from the government attorneys themselves who ask us if we are willing to terminate or administratively close some cases through PD. Someone says, hush, hush, God bless you. Thank you so much. Red Tango says, will my Vawa request be denied since I was married since 2010, but was granted voluntary departure and left in 2014? I came back in January through the border. I realized I was still married, just filed for divorce. No, it's not going to get denied, but you have a complicated case. I cannot address all of these points here. Call us for a consultation. We can help you, but it's going to be like a multi-step process here. Sheikh is saying, good morning, Marina. I have applied for VAWA for myself more than a year and a half ago. My second work permit has not been approved yet. Please let me know the latest immigration updates. Is my VAWA and green card pending? Yes, they're still pending. As I said, it's now taking 2 to 2.5 years for VAWA and green card through VAWA to be approved. Your case is pending. You should soon get your second work permit approved. They're super delayed. Sometimes they're taking like a year to be approved, but you are in good space. The Dream says, what are the benefits of prima facie? Prima facie allows you to apply for food stamps or any benefits because the prima facie approval says your case preliminarily on the surface, VAWA looks good. They will probably approve it. It's not a guarantee, but that means that you can get Medicaid, food stamps, benefits, and it shows you are in status. You're waiting for the VAWA to be approved. You're in status. TG says, thank you for reply to my question. Thank you. Kajal Patel says, hello, Marina. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. All right, I think I'm going to wrap up here. We are here for about 30 minutes, you guys. I answered all the questions here. I'm so happy and thankful to all of you. I'm now a Mrs. here. I'm married again. It took me 11 years. I'm very happy. It makes me much better at my job. It makes me much, in a better mood. Another question from Sheikh is, my second prima facie is approved for 6 months only. That's sometimes they do that now. Don't worry about that. You're in good shape. Just be patient. A lot of these questions are about patience. Kajal says he just received my marriage-based green card for 2 years. When to apply for the 10-year green card? You should apply from the date on your green card after 1 year plus 9 months. Kelly says, congratulations, happy for me. Thank you so much. If you have a conditional green card, look at the date you became a resident. You can apply for I-751 to go to the 10-year green card, removal of conditions, when it's 1 year and 9 months. Another question, I don't have a social security. My wife is scared to file the taxes. Can she claim? You should ask your accountant. I can't answer that in the show. My phone number is on the bottom of the screen, 718-769-6352. 718-769-6352. Check out our website. Our information is there. By the way, you could just go to our website, fill out your request, there's a contact form on our website. I'm going to tell you right now. Look, I'm going to go into it myself and tell you step by step. Okay, when you go to our website, shepelskylaw.com, on the right, it says contact us. when you hit contact us, you can fill in your name, phone number, email, and we will call you back when you can talk. Schedule a time to see us. Schedule a consultation. We do only paid consultations. My personal time, I think I'm booked through next month, but we have an amazing, amazing team. I'm about to hire one additional, very experienced lawyer with really good understanding of VAWA, of asylum, of cancellation or removal, all these issues that you have to be super specialized in immigration to know. I look all over the United States to hire people. We have people from Texas working for us. We have people from New Jersey and New York. So we look for the best people and only hire the best for you guys to make sure you're in good hands. Oh, more people are saying congratulations. Thank you. Thank you so much. Call us for this VAWA question. I don't understand who's your baby boy. Give us a call. Please schedule a consultation. Check out our website and tune in next Friday. I'm going to have these every Friday, as I have been doing every Friday at 11 for immigration news with me, Marina Shepelsky. And I'm going to start to try to collaborate with other people a little bit, but it's really hard to get somebody who's going to be comfortable talking to you guys like me. So we're still looking. Take care.